During this time of social isolation, have you found yourself sitting a lot more than maybe you used to? Maybe doing a lot of Zooming like this, or just sitting on the couch, or just working really hard at the computer, and you just get up and your body just feels so tense and tight. Your back might be starting to bother you, neck and shoulders. If so, stay tuned because I have the beautiful short standing stretch I think you are absolutely going to love. It is going to make you feel so much better and keep you really feeling good in that body. Hi, I'm Renee McLaughlin. I'm a somatic movement educator and a master T-TAP trainer, and I'm really excited to bring this beautiful stretch movement to you today. But before I do, will you do me a favor and just go down, click that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new stretch or T-TAP workout for you to enjoy. All right, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is just bring your feet right underneath your hips. Toes are straight, and just do a slight bend to the knee, a little bit of tail down, and just first check in. It's always really nice to take a few seconds. You can even shut your eyes. Deep breath into the belly, exhale, let it go. And even just doing a little bit of bouncing. Sometimes just bouncing, moving the body a little bit. Get a sense of where you're really tight. Where is your body bound up and just not moving, not feeling good? So it's nice to take a first start, checking in. And now let's just begin at the feet. I always love to start at the feet because those feet are really touching down into the ground. Really bring your focus into the feet right now. And notice, are you feeling your full foot on the ground? If not, see how you might be able to shift around a little bit and do that. Just feel that nice support. I always like to even say, can you feel like the ground is coming up to support the feet? So the feet are down into the ground, feeling the earth come up so that you're really beautifully supported. One of the things that's really interesting is that's a place of subconscious contraction. Sometimes you might not even realize that all of a sudden your toes are gripping in. And if you do that, do it now. Grip those toes in. And what you're going to see is you're going to start to feel that ripple right up the front of your shins into the knees and all the way up. So just relax the toes. And now just shift your weight from side to side. And feel how when you shift to one side, what might you feel? And how about shifting to the other side? You can really start to get an understanding of how we tend to hold our weight a little bit more on one side to the other. And that can have all kinds of negative consequences all the way up the body. And then see if you can put yourself center between the two. And now let's just take those feet, roll in, roll out. Rolling in, rolling out. Now here's another place when you do that, you recognize, gee, if all I'm doing is rolling in, my knees roll in, I get up here. As I roll out, the knees roll out, you're going to feel it here. So again, what you're doing with your feet has huge ripple effects. So now I'm just going to go do a little bit of ankle rotation. And notice when you do that, allow the hips to move. Let's start to allow the body to move along with that foot. How about if you go the other way? Going the other way. So what we're doing is we're beginning to warm up and really get some good articulation of some of these different joints. Let's go to the other side. Around one way, just warming up in those feet, and the other way. The feet are so important. They're holding us up all day long, and you can see that whatever happens in the foot has translation all the way up the body for the good and maybe not so wonderful as well. So from there, let's just shift your weight onto one leg and tuck the toes under. Now, I brought my beautiful booty kicker here. You can also use a chair, just in case for some of this you find that you feel a little off with the balance. So you always have something here to touch on. Now, notice right here what I'm doing. I've gone over on my toes, but see how my ankle is out. So you want to see if you can, when you tuck your toes under, press forward. You want to feel the big toe ball joint. And then on the ball joints that way. Same thing. Did you see? If you start to not think about it, the ankle kind of sickles out to the side. You want to bring it right to there. So one more time, tucking under, big toe ball joint, bringing it to here, big toe ball joint. And that will also stabilize the knee in alignment. And switch. Go to the other side, tucking under. Again, big toe ball joint, press down. Once again, if I don't do that, I'm going to go here, and it also unbalances the knee. Let's come up to here. Press into those ball joints. Big toe. Let's switch again. Take it back. Woo! And for some of us, this might really be challenging. All right, so now just check in. That should feel good in those feet. All right, so let's do a nice deep breath in. Inhale into the belly through the nose. And I want you to bring all your energy, everything, squeeze everything up. This is what we do when we're tense anyway, isn't it? We squeeze everything in, and now slowly drop. Drop, exhale. Feel all the tension in your body just going right down through the pelvis, down through the feet and into the earth. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Squeeze everything up. So really make this an active inhale, pulling all the energy up, 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 up. Squeeze everything in. Squeeze your thighs in. Slowly exhale. And just feel how when you do that, you release the energy down into the pelvis and then all the way down through those knees. Excellent. Now, from here, I want you to just allow your head, so my knees are bent. I might even take mine out a little bit wider. Work with this as we start to do this. Make this your own. This should feel really pleasurable. And if it doesn't, move around, shift until it feels really good in your body. We won't all look exactly the same with these movements. So I'm just going to allow my head to start to hinge forward. I'm just tipping it forward, bending the knees maybe a little bit more. Now, the head weighs, 8 to 10 pounds. So think about all that weight that is normally just being held up by those neck, the vertebrae, and then all those tendons. No wonder when we're hunched forward, our neck and shoulders hurt. So just allow that head to hang. And now I'm going to relax my upper back. Did you see what I did? And I'm going to allow my arms to come forward. So they're not here, they're out. And I'm going to bend my knees more. And I'm just going to allow the weight of that arm to just start to lengthen and stretch me out across the top of my back. So adjust your knee bend with this. How much do you have to bend those knees so you feel good? And you're pressing the pelvis under and forward. So in other words, you want to make sure that you're not leaning here. Do you see the difference? It's a curl. You're pushing back into the pelvis and allowing yourself to just hang here. Now this really can feel so good because you're just going to be lengthening everything out. Now, once my hands are right about my knees, one of the things I've been enjoying doing is taking a deep breath in through the nose, but I'm going to feel like I'm taking it in east to west across the rib cage. So deep breath in there, and you'll feel those ribs, the mid-back, start to expand across. Hold the breath, and then take that belly button, push it to your backbone and scoop it up a little bit, and that just pulls all the air up. You're really expanding rib cage. Now slowly exhale. And relax even more. This is great for respiratory health, so you might want to do it a couple of times. And then from there, I'm going to take my one shoulder, and I'm going to lift the shoulder up, allowing the other shoulder to drop. And the side of the shoulder that I'm lifting, I'm going to start to straighten that leg a little bit and just relax there. The head will automatically turn towards the shoulder that's up. And once you get to wherever you start to feel that stretch, just stop there and hold for a second. Allow those arms to be relaxed. And you're going to feel that stretch all the way up the side. And then I'm going to slowly come back to center. And I'm going to switch to the other side. Take the other shoulder up. Start to straighten that one down, looking over. Keeping the tuck. You can bend the knees more. Inhale and exhale and release. So our shoulders and our hips are so connected down that line. So as you do this, if you're feeling it in that lower hip, you're going to notice that as you lift the shoulder, you're really going to feel it. So you can kind of adjust. So I'm going to go to the other side again, switching sides. And just allowing everything to just lengthen out from here, relaxing. Now I'm going to continue to roll down. If that works for you, do only go to where it's pleasurable and feels good. Yes, it's going to be a stretch, but no pain. If there's pain, come out of it till just before the pain. So I'm going to go right to here. So last week, I really had a problem all in my right side hip and lower back, and these are the moves that I did to get myself back out of pain. So now we're going to roll up, one vertebrae at a time. The arms are going to come with me, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I'm going to lift my shoulders. I'm actually going to even pull my arms back as I come up and lift all the way up to here and then relax down. Nice. Now, I'm going to let my shoulders drop. And I'm going to lift one arm. I'm going to straighten that leg, and I'm going to lift up a bit as I bend this one. So I'm thinking lifting straight up with the arm, which lifts from here. This hip goes down, and I'm almost thinking about melting it there. I'm going to put my hand here, and then I'm going to come center. I'm going to go to the other side. I like to inhale here and think relax as I get even more lengthening. And you can even look up at that hand. See how that feels. So let's just do that one more time each side. Switching, stretching up and over, and switching, pressing up and over, relaxing the head and the hands. And then I'm going to bring myself back up. Good work. Now I'm going to roll down one more time, bending the knees. I'm going to hunch and curl. Now see, notice that I'm going to use my arms. My arms are now slightly bent, okay? So it's almost like I'm holding a balloon, bending the knees, curl the tail, and upper body comes back over again, just to here, and then I'm going to relax the arms. The weight of those arms in this position really makes a difference. And now this time I'm going to do a little bit of side-to-side sways, just to see how that feels now. And as I go all the way over, I like to bend this outside elbow just a little bit and bring it out, because what you're doing with that elbow, you're going to have that correspond all the way down into that hip. Come on over and over. Just relax there. Inhale and let it hang. And then I'm going to come right back to the center one more time. I'm going to allow my head to relax there, and I'm going to roll up again. So as I'm rolling up, my knees are bent. I'm going to roll up all the way, all the way. I'm going to bring my arms back. I'm going to push my pelvis forward. Now watch this undulation of my spine. I'm going to come all the way up. Good. Now, I'm going to do something a little different. This is very outstanding for strengthening and lengthening. So before we were curled under and came up, right? Now I'm going to let my hips go back to the back. And this is a flat back. It's not this. I'm almost arching. Now, if you're concerned, you can bend your knees here. I'm going to straighten mine because I can. And I'm going to come out. Now, I'm going to put my hands right here. If this is concerning for you, have a chair or a countertop or your booty kicker like I have here, so that you can just come on over to here, arching that tail up and feel the stretch. And just kind of hang here for a second, tucking the chin. Now, ideally, you want to feel a lengthening from the top of your head through the tail. So if you don't need anything, you can come right to here and lengthen. I actually, especially because I'm still nursing my back, like to have my hands on the top of something. Also so that I can allow my rib cage to drop and get a beautiful stretch here. Oh, that just feels so good. Now, I'm now going to bend my knees and allow my arms to drop the head, and I'm going to curl up. So now I'm tucking under. I'm going to curl up very slowly. As I come to right about where my hands are at the knees, I'm going to bring my arms to the side. Now watch the undulation of the back. I'm pressing my hips forward, rolling all the way up and coming all the way back down, fingers, and hang here again, allowing the rib cage to drop. Now in this position, I'm going to shift my hips from side to side. Now my legs are straight, and there's lots of different things you can do here depending on what feels good to you. I might bring my legs out a little wider and come and really allow the rib cage to drop through. And then shift the hips side to side. Now as I shift my hips from one side to the other side, you're going to feel this opening in the groin. It just feels lovely. I'm going to come back to here. You can also bend one leg and straighten the other. And bend one leg and straighten the other. The nice thing about having something for your arms is that you can really control how much you're putting in here. And you can even adjust the foot. Like in this position, I might turn my foot here and shift around, and then you're really going to get a nice opening in there. And to the other side, shift around. And yes, now you can do this with holding on to something or not. Today I'm going to do it with something. I'm going to bring my feet in a little closer. Then I'm going to curl. Knees are bent. I'm going to put my hands on my knees. And then I might allow myself to curl and relax there as I roll up. Pressing your hips right underneath you. Arms back. Rolling up just one more time to here. And on back. By now, you should really feel a nice lengthening here. Like, oh, that's nice. It's not quite as tight. Bend the knees again. This time, let's put our hands on the top of the knees. So now you can support yourself here. So in this position, your hands are here. Go ahead and straighten the arms and allow the shoulders to hunch. And that's a beautiful position. So you can take this hand and press a shoulder forward here as you press the arms back. Now I'm going to take my legs out. I feel better with it a little deeper, but if that's not good, you bring them up a little bit. So one shoulder presses as that hand presses that leg back, and again, you get that beautiful full body stretch. Good work. Come back to here. Drop your tail, lift. Bring the feet in a little so you can support yourself. Good. I'm going to put my hands here, and I'm going to curl my tail. Bring it up, curl, bring it all the way on up. Let's just do a nice inhale up. I'd like to grab onto a wrist and stretch up. And then bring it on down. How about one more time? You ready? Stretch it up. You can put your eyeballs up to look up, and it'll do it a little bit more. One stretch. Switch the hand to the other side and on down. Now, after you've done that, I love to do some shakes. I know I do this in class, and I could tell people feel funny with it, but shake, you want to get those shoulders up as high as you can. Shake out the hands, do a little shimmy here. That really gets the energy moving. If you can't do this, it means your fascia is all bound up, and you want to keep doing it. Ta-da! And just notice now, so we started. Come down into your body. Stop for a few seconds. You might even want to shut your eyes and just notice how great you feel. Start to move a little bit. And I hope that you'll have this and that you'll do it, especially after you've been sitting all day and really feel tight. Or first thing in the morning when you get up and you're feeling really kind of cranky and tight. It's a beautiful way to unwind everything, and now you can get on with your day without worrying about hurting yourself. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be back again soon. Take good care.